Okay, hi all, good morning. So, I think in the last class we have discussed about order by, how to sort data using order by, and then we have seen some complicated scenarios like how to customize our sorting with the help of case in order by. Okay, and I hope this was clear to you guys. And for those who have joined today, or if you have joined in the weekend and you didn't get a time to go through the recording, so we will share the recording on your personal window today. So please go through those recordings. Okay, and if you're getting struck somewhere, you can connect with me on a personal window. Okay, and this is the assignment question we have shared the last class. So hope you guys have worked on it. And if you have any question on this, please ask. Then we'll proceed further.
Tanvir Irfan here.
Yeah, Irfan.
I have done that assignment, but some confusion is there actually. Using the keyboard descending and ascending. After the end, if it is descending, it is like the buckets. It is descending. Comma name means the whatever the data it is in the column, it is sorting, ascending or descending. Some confusion is there.
Okay. See,
So
I
can
will
you?
tell you like here. Yeah, sure. Like here, you can see if I have written this query, okay. So the meaning of this query is I have kept India in the bucket number one, else two. It means all other countries apart from India in bucket number two. This was clear.
Correct. Yeah, yes, please.
Now then I have written end. The meaning of this end is in this case statement, I don't have any other condition. This is the last condition I want to stop. So this is the meaning of this end. Okay. So whenever you're using case, you have to write end at the last. This is mandatory. This is a protocol. This is a rule. This is a syntax. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, what?
Let me complete. Hold on. After this, if I have put here descending DSC, the meaning of this is I'm telling SQL engine to sort the bucket, to sort the buckets.
Okay.
In which order? Descending order. So bucket 2 will be on the top. That is why you see the content of bucket 2. All those things are on the top. Then bucket 1 will be placed after bucket 2. That is why India is at the bottom. So
Okay.
after end, if you're writing ascending or descending anything, the meaning of this is you are telling SQL engine to sort the buckets. Okay. Suppose after this descending, suppose if you have written comma name. So now the meaning of this is within each bucket, then sort the data in ascending order. Now you see, this data is not sorted in ascending order, right? So after a comma, if you will give name, the meaning of this is within each bucket, then sort the data in ascending order. So this last comma name, the meaning of this is within each bucket, you have to sort the data. But this DSC after N, it means sort the buckets.
Okay.
Now you can ask question.
So, like common name means whatever the data in the bucket 2 and bucket 1 will be sorted ascending order, correct?
Correct.
So, in case if I want to change the data in only bucket 1, suppose bucket 1 has almost like 3 countries. I wanted to make it as like only that bucket into descending order. There some confusion is there actually.
You
Individual
want?
buckets can be do.
No.
Okay.
That when I will teach you nested case, no, I have told that in
Oh,
the previous class as well. When I will
oh,
teach you nested case,
oh,
then I will tell you how we can do that.
okay. While doing this, actually, I got that. How to do that third case. So that I have confusion. Now it's clear, Tanvir. Thank you so much.
No problem. So are you getting struck in any assignment question because of this?
No.
Okay, fine.
Sir, similar to that was my query. Like I want to, uh, so what I was thinking, case when name is equal to India, then one, and I want to sort bucket one content in descending. So after then one descending, that will not be right. Is
No,
it?
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So coming to this assignment question. Okay, before that, how many of you have attended the resume building session we had last week Saturday? Anyone from this group?
Yes, Tanvir, I have.
Okay. So I would request others as well to please attend. We have session every Saturday, 7 to 8 p.m. IST. That is related to interview preparation, resume building, how to answer questions in interview, how to negotiate salary, how to project a non-IT experience in IT domain. But we don't share the recording of that. So if you're interested, you please join those sessions. That is in the alumni group. I will share the group link again in this group. Okay. Why I'm telling is those sessions will be very helpful for the interview preparation. Okay. Now, which question you want to discuss from this assignment, guys? Tell me.
Tanvir, I have one question. We are writing bucket one, like we are doing it in like number 1 and 2. So can't I do it in A and B?
I will come to that today. Good question. That we'll discuss today.
Okay.
Any question from assignment?
Professor, I have a question.
Hmm.
Fourth one. So basically, when you shared the first assignment, in that, like there's a similar question in the assignment 1 and assignment 2. I think in the assignment 2 is the fourth question.
Maybe few questions might be repeated. I
Yeah,
agree.
but the thing is, when you gave the assignment 1, I was not able to solve it. But when I listened to the second class, I think in the assignment 1, I was able to solve that question. So is it the same way that, we have to, like the query, I'm just repeating the query. It's like select star from country and order by case when name one equals is in the, sorry, just give me a second. It's related to HOD, instructor and professor.
You told question 4 now.
Sorry, I think my bad. I think I got confused. Just give me a second.
Question 5.
Yeah, it's question 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for that question, the query would be select star from employee and order by case when a designation equals to HOD, then 1. And basically, we have to assign 3 different buckets for HOD, instructor, and professor. And then
Got it.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
You can do. I got your solution. You have created 3 buckets. You have used, might be you have used 3 when condition, right?
Yeah. When condition and then N and then salary in descending order. Is that the right query, or is there any like alternative way to solve that question?
Sure. Let me explain. Okay. So this is our employee table. Okay. 1 minute. So okay, fine. Now what is the question? Write a SQL query to display the output as per hierarchy with salary in descending order. It means there are 2 conditions in this question. The first condition is I want output in this hierarchy. It means all the HOD should be displayed at the top, then professor, then instructor. So this is the question. Just a minute, let me shuffle this, okay? Otherwise
Okay.
you will see, you will think it is the same manner. Okay. Intentionally, I have shuffled this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is, you have to display the records in such a way that HOD should be on the top, then professor, then instructor, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then within this designation, you have to sort salary in descending order.
Yes.
So this is the question. So you can see, I want everyone to listen to this. Okay, you can see that output is, we want this output. You see all the HOD are at the top. Then we have all the professor. Then we have all the instructor. I want the output in this format. All the HOD should be displayed at the top. Then all the professor. Then all the instructor. And within each designation, the salary should be in descending order. You see, these two are HOD, but salary is in descending order. These two are professor, but the salary is in descending order. Similarly, these two are instructor, but the salary is in descending order. So you have to fulfill two criteria. The first one is designation in this order, HOD, professor, then instructor, and the salary descending order within each designation. So is the question clear first of all?
Yes.
Is the question clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So now listen very carefully. So tell me one thing. I want this data. Where is this? I want data in this format. So HOD, professor, instructor. So do you think order by designation ascending will work here?
No.
No.
Okay, let me try that. Select a star from employee, order by. Please go on mute, guys, if you're not speaking. Order by designation ascending. Let me check this first of all. So HOD is in the top. Then we have instructor and professor. Do you want this hierarchy?
No.
No. After HOD, we want professor, then instructor. So this is not correct. It means ascending order will not work. Let me check with descending. Do you think this is correct?
No.
No. The professor is on the
No.
top, but we want HOD to be on the top. So it means in order by designation, neither ascending will work nor descending will work. So what to do? It means we have to customize our sorting. Always when you are planning, when you are trying to write any SQL query, first of all, you should think of a logic. Okay. What mistake we do is we will start writing query directly. Now, before that, think of a logic, prepare a flow chart, and then translate those flow chart into SQL query. So if I'm thinking of a logic here, we understood that ascending or descending, none of them will work. So what we will do, we will create a bucket one. In that bucket, we will keep all the HOD. Fine. So in bucket one, we will keep all the HOD. It means this Aman and Rajesh, we will keep in bucket one. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Okay, so let me do that first of all. Order by case when designation equals HOD, then 1. Okay, this is clear. HOD I have kept in bucket number 1. Now here you have to listen very carefully. Now professor and instructor, right? We are left with professor and instructor. In which bucket should we keep professor and instructor?
Professor should
Professor.
be two.
Sorry?
Professor in the bucket 2.
Professor in bucket 2 and instructor in bucket 3, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me do that.
If we don't keep the instructor also.
No,
it
no,
will-
no, no. Hold on. Don't ask anything now. Let me complete. What you are telling, that is correct. HOD, professor, and then we have instructor in bucket number 3. Okay. Hope this is clear. Let me run this query. Let's check the output. This is your query. This is your output. Just tell me one thing. Do you think all the HOD are on the top, then all the professor, then all the instructor?
Yeah.
Right? So let's analyze this query. I know you know this, but still let's analyze it. In bucket 1, we have all the HOD, correct? So it means in bucket 1, we have this records. Okay, all the HOD, Aman, Rajesh, and this. In bucket 2, we have all the professor. In bucket 3, we have all the instructor. This one. So HOD means Aman and Rajesh. Professor is your Karan and Henry. Instructor is your Kunal and Yusuf, right? Now here we are sorting the bucket in which order, ascending or descending?
Ascending.
How you can tell we are sorting the buckets in ascending order?
We numbered them with 1, 2, 3.
No.
Order by default, it sort in ascending order.
After end, have I written anything?
No.
No.
So
So
by default,
after
it's ascending.
end, if you're writing ascending or descending, what it means? You are sorting bucket or data?
Sorting buckets.
Sorting buckets. So in your interview, if your interviewer is asking question, try to give a brief description, brief explanation. Okay. Again, don't tell the entire story. You have to tell that after end, if you're using ascending or descending, it means we are sorting the bucket. Here after end, we have not written anything. It means by default, engine consider this in ascending order. So that's why here this buckets will be sorted in ascending order. So when you will explain in this way now, so the instructor will, interviewer will think that, oh, he knows the things internally. Okay, and that will prove that, oh, this guy must have worked in a project. So your answer must be like, you should explain them that how the things are working. Don't give the ready-made answers. Okay, so now bucket 1 will be on the top. So this Aman and Rajesh, will be on the top. Then bucket 2, it means Karan and Henry. Then bucket 3, Kunal and Yusuf. Second condition, I have not discussed anything about salary ascending or descending. That is the next topic of discussion. Right now, I am just bothered about this buckets. Is this clear?
Yes,
So far it is clear? Okay. So now we have had done this. After this, we have to sort the data within each bucket. In which order you want to sort the data?
Descending.
Descending.
Descending order, right? So now we have to tell to SQL engine that, okay, you have sorted the buckets, but after this, within each data, sort based on marks. Sorry, marks, no, this is salary, no, this is salary, okay.
It's salary.
Yeah. Based on salary in descending order. So now what will happen if you run this query? So engine will sort the data within each bucket in descending order based on the salary. This is the query. So now if I will use this, so here I am telling that, okay, fine, you have sorted this buckets. HOD you have kept at the top, right? And then you have professor, then you have instructor, correct? But then at the last, I have written salary descending. So the meaning of this is within each buckets, sort the data in the descending order of salary. So if you're talking about this HOD bucket, so if the salary will be sorted in descending order, so which record will be on the top?
Rajesh.
You all
Rajesh.
agree?
Yeah.
You all agree, guys? So Rajesh 500 will be placed on the top, and then you will be having Aman. So now you see both the conditions are satisfied. HODs are on the top, and their salary in descending order. Okay. Then engine will enter the second bucket, professor, and the salary in descending order. So here already salary is in descending order, then it is fine. That is a coincidence here. So engine will paste this data here. Now then third bucket is instructor. Salary is in descending order. Yes, it is already in descending order. So engine will keep this. So now this will be the output. Let me run this query and please verify the output. Please check, is this data as per the requirement? Is this correct?
Yep.
Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Any
I have a-
question? Yeah, tell me.
I have a question, Professor. So I wrote the same query for that question. That is clear so far. But my question is, if in case if we have a larger set of data, like a larger group of designations, in that case, what are we supposed to do?
If you have, okay, I will show you a few other ways how to solve this. First of all, then I will answer your question. So is this solution clear to everyone? Then I will show you a
Yes,
few other solutions.
Yes, it's clear for me. I have one more question. So it's not related to the queries, but yeah, whenever you give an assignment, or like, is there any solution query sheet that we can cross check our answers with?
We don't share the solution. Earlier we used to share, but then we
Mhm.
stopped sharing the solution because what
Mhm.
happens, the participants, we have observed that they stop working on the question. They will rely on my solution. And SQL is all about hands-on. You have to get your hand dirty. So
Yeah.
that is why we have started. Like if you are getting stuck somewhere, you ask question during the class, we will help you with that. So net, we want you guys to work on those questions. Okay. So if you're getting stuck somewhere, you ask in the class. Even if you think if your solution is not correct, you ask it. We'll discuss it. Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
suppose
the
if
thing
you
is,
are
the thing is, I've already like solved the questions, but I just want to make sure that whatever I did is like right. I just have a question, so
you see, with the time when you will get more maturity with the sequel, so you will understand it. Don't worry. Okay, that will happen. So whatever method is coming in your mind, you solve it. Okay. And if you're getting stuck, you let us know. So in the beginning, we want you to work on this. So coming to solution part, we will think. If possible, we will share it. Not an issue. Okay.
yeah, no problem.
So,
Thank you.
okay, so this is the one way how to solve this question. I will show you a few other methods.
I'm so sorry to disturb, but I have one more question in assignment one.
No,
Could you
let me complete
please?
this. Let me complete this first. This we have not
Okay,
completed. Let me complete
okay,
this
okay,
first.
okay, no problem.
So this is the solution one. Now I have two more solutions for this. So then we have solution two. Okay. Solution two is same query. I will write here else 3. I want to write here else 3. So first of all, let's analyze this query and then we will check whether this query will give me the same output or not. Okay. So this is the query. First of all, you all know from employee is executed by the SQL engine, right? So here the engine will take a copy of your employee table. Correct. So here the engine will take a copy of the employee table. Now, after from employee, you have select, then order by. In order by, you have written when designation is equal to HOD, then 1. Same story. You want to keep HOD in bucket 1, right? So you have bucket 1 here. Within this, you want to place HOD. It means Aman and Henry. Okay. Hope this is clear. Then you have written when designation equals professor, then 2.
It's
It
Aman
means,
and Rajesh.
oh, sorry, you are right. Aman and Rajesh, correct. Aman and Rajesh in bucket 1, HOD. Then in bucket 2, we have professor. So professor are Henry and Karan are the professor. Okay, now here is the catch. I have written else. What is the meaning of else?
Rest of the
Dummy
designations
bucket.
will come into it.
Rest of the data.
Dummy
Rest
bucket.
of the data or the left out, right? Here it is not dummy bucket. The
Okay.
rest of the data or left out. We have covered Aman, Rajesh, Henry, and Karan. So what is left out? So obviously only instructors are left out. Is this clear?
Yes.
Hope it is clear to everyone. Only instructors are left out.
Yeah.
So here in bucket 3, you will be having only instructors. It means Kunal and Yusuf. Is this clear first of all?
Yes, sir. Rest of them will go in bucket 3, which are not in bucket 1 and 2.
Correct. So here I have mentioned explicitly to engine that please keep instructor in bucket 3. But here I have used else condition. I will tell you what is the difference between these two, don't worry. So else part means by default engine will understand that the left out records are instructor only. Engine will keep the instructors in bucket 3. So far it is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are sorting these buckets in which order?
Ascending.
Ascending order, because after end you have not written anything. So it means by default these buckets will be sorted in ascending order. So HOD will be on the top, then professor, then instructor, correct? Now you are telling salary descending. It means within each bucket you are telling to sort the records based on the salary column, but in descending order. So HOD Aman and Rajesh should be on the top. So Aman is earning 400, Rajesh is earning 500. So obviously they will keep Rajesh on the top. So this will be placed on the top, and then you'll be having Aman. Hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Bucket number 1 HOD is done. Then bucket 2 you have professor. In professor you have Henry earning 300, Karan earning 800. Which one you will keep on the top?
Karan.
Karan. So then we will place this record here, and then we will place this Henry here. Okay. Now at the last, instructor, Kunal and Yusuf. Kunal is earning 400, Yusuf is earning 200. So it is in descending order of salary. So we will keep Kunal here, then Yusuf at the bottom, all right? Okay, this is as per our analysis of this query. I want you guys, when you're working on the assignment, please do similar analysis. This will help you a lot in understanding that how the query is getting executed. Now let me run this query and check what is the output of engine. Are we getting the same output or not? So this is the output of SQL engine. So now let's check if it is correct or not. Are you getting the same output here? Please verify.
Yes.
We are getting the same output. It means both solution 1 and this is your solution 2. They both are giving the same output. So both the solutions are correct. Hope it is clear so far. Now tell me which query is better from performance perspective.
Query 2.
Solution 2 is better from performance perspective. Why?
We are just having 2 buckets and putting everything in the third bucket.
Okay, any other thought?
Because engine is performing when condition and it is trying to search basically for values. But in the second solution, when we place else 3, I think engine is not spending some time to search the specific designation value. So I think that
Okay.
in a way saves the performance.
Okay, see.
Else means the left part, and when we use when condition, it will go through all the rows.
Okay. So see, whenever someone is asking you in an interview that explain the performance aspect of a query. So listen very carefully. I'm telling you one formula. Sorry. So you have to think first of all that in which query engine has to perform less task. If engine has to perform less tasks, performance will be better because it will complete the task quickly. Suppose on a particular day in your office, you have been assigned 4 tasks. Okay, you have to work on 4 modules. And the next day you have to work on 10 modules. So obviously 4 module, the task which has been assigned to you, you will complete it earlier as compared to the next day when you have been assigned 4 module, right? Because you have been assigned more tasks, it will take more time. More time means performance will not be good. It will take more time. So that's why whenever there is a question about performance, so you have to check which query will take less time. Sorry, which query will give less task to the SQL engine. If task is less, engine will complete that task quickly and it will fetch the data quickly. If the task is more, engine will take more time to complete it and hence it will take more time to fetch the data on the output screen. Is this formula clear? Okay. Now, here now you have to think solution 1, solution 2. In which solution engine is performing more tasks? In solution 1, your engine has to create how many buckets?
3.
3 buckets.
3 buckets.
In solution 2, your engine is creating how many buckets?
3.
3 buckets. So far it is same. In both the solutions, engine has to create 3 buckets. The task is same. There is no difference. Okay. In solution 1, all the designation HOD you are keeping in bucket number 1. So engine will pick all the HODs from here. It will keep it bucket number 1. Same thing you're doing here as well. It will pick all the HOD and will keep it in the bucket number 1. Same effort so far. Designation professor you have kept in bucket number 2. So it will pick all the professor, it will keep it in the second bucket. And all the professor will be kept in the second bucket. So far, same task they are performing, right? Okay. Now, third case, designation. Now see, to understand the third case, suppose I want to buy a shirt. Okay. I called my friend, he is there in the market. I told him that please, I have to buy a shirt. So you are there in the market, please buy a maybe Peter England shirt of this size, okay, and for this range, okay. Second scenario, I told him that okay, fine, you buy any shirt of within this range, within 2000 or 1000 or 3000, any range I have told, and of this size. In which scenario, the first one or the second one, my friend has to do more tasks?
First one.
Second.
Why?
Second.
Why?
Because he will have to go to Peter England. And
So in the first scenario, first of all, he has to search for the Peter England outlet, right? He has to search the showroom where he can find the Peter England shirts. Correct, no? So, but in the second scenario, I have not told any particular brand. So there he can buy any shirt, right? He don't have to put in that effort of searching for Peter England first of all. Similarly, here we are telling pick the instructor. So engine will scan all the record. It will search where is instructor. It will pick it and it will keep in the bucket number 3. But here we are telling that, okay, HOD and professor, you have picked. No, now the remaining one, whatever is there. Now here we know the remaining is instructor only. But maybe here the remaining will be some other values as well, right? So here engine don't have to segregate the data. It will blindly pick all the values. It doesn't have to put in that effort of segregating what he will do in this case. Here it has to search for the instructor only. You know, I know that only instructor is left out, but engine doesn't know that. So that is why here your engine has to perform more tasks because it has to pick the instructor from the data. But here blindly it will pick all the remaining records, it will keep it in the bucket number 3. So that's why here engine has to perform less tasks as compared to the solution 1. So this query is better from performance perspective. Hope it is clear. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Tanvir, there I have one question. Like when we do else 3, so doesn't it have to check that the designation should not be HOD and professor?
You see, that is what I told. That is what I told. Here, actually, in this scenario, we are sure that in this data set we have HOD, professor, instructor only, right? We are sure, then only this query will work. Suppose here we have, apart from HOD, professor, instructor, suppose we have the name of principal, associate director, placement officer, and all those things, then this query will fail. Okay, then this query will fail because in that case it will keep all those things in the third bucket, right? And then it will sort the data. So in that case it will fail. But here, because I know the left dot is instructor only, so it will keep instructor in the third bucket. We know that. So that is why this query is better as compared to this query.
But my thing was like regarding like HOD and professor, it has to go and see that HOD and professor isn't there in that list, right? So initially it has to go there again back.
But
That's
same, you see, same task it has performed here. No, it has segregated HOD and professor. So from this HOD and professor, it has segregated from here. See, it is like HOD, it has filtered out. This HOD, it is filtered out. Because you have kept this in this bucket 1 and 2, right? HOD and professor. We have segregated this. So now you are left with this only. So engine will blindly pick all the records and it will keep it in the bucket 3. Okay. But in this case, we know that instructor, there is only instructor. We know that, but engine doesn't know that. So engine will again scan this record. It will check that whether it is same as instructor in this scenario. It will match it. So this matching effort is spent here, right? And then accordingly it will keep it. Then it will go to the next record. It will check, okay, it is instructor. Yes, it is instructor. And then it will keep it in the bucket 3. Now assume if you have 20 million records, okay, and the left out record is suppose 5 million. So for the 5 million data, this comparison your engine will do. So you can imagine now how much extra task you are putting in for the engine to perform. But in this case, the left out 5 million record will just copy blindly and it will keep it in the bucket 3.
It's clear now.
So then when
but one minute. But yes, if you have other designation as well, like if you have principal, the director, the placement officers, then of course this query will fail. This query will not work in that case. Then explicitly you have to mention this. That is why you see we are not telling which query is correct or which query is incorrect. All the queries are correct, but you have to understand your business scenario first of all. You have to understand the business requirement. Accordingly, you have to write your query. You see, right now I told solution 2 is correct, but this is based on this set of data. Okay, if we have some other data, other designation, then this query will give you incorrect result. So you have to understand the data, the business requirement, then accordingly you have to write the query. Okay. Is this clear? Is this discussion clear? If it is not clear, tell me.
Tanvir, in case close, first time when occur, it search for a 6 data set as per our data set. It search HOD in 6 data, 6
Correct.
record,
It will
right?
scan entire record. Yes.
And in second one, it will scan for 4 only, right? 4 record.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Okay.
Tanvir sir, if we have 15 designation, so we have to write 15 buckets, no?
That is you have to do.
Okay.
If you have 15 designation and you have to separate all of them, okay, then you have to write separately for all of them. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So that will be a headache. I agree. Okay. Any other question?
In second assignment, second question. So
Okay. Sorry, no, this is not over. This is not over. Is this clear?
Yes.
This is clear,
Yes.
right? Okay. Then I have one more solution for this. Okay. Fine. Then I have one more solution. Solution 3. Select a star from employee. By okay, that will okay. No, that will not work here. No, that will not work. Okay, fine. This two. So let's consider this two only for the timing. Oh, 1 minute. Just let me check. Case nine. Just a minute, guys. I think I have to add that data as well. Okay, but this will complicate. Leave it. I will tell you after I will cover that case part. So fine. Any other question? What you have, guys? Hope this is
second
clear to
question.
everyone. Hope this is clear. You understood this?
Yes,
Yeah,
Professor.
clear.
Yes. Okay. Second question you told, no? Which question you are telling?
Yeah.
Second question?
Second question. Yeah.
Okay. Good question. Good question. Not sure how many of you have tried this. You see, I will request everyone. I have requested in the previous class as well. It's very important to work on the assignments. Okay, and I don't want to listen that sorry, I was occupied, I have personal commitment, professional commitment. That is your headache. If you're not working on the assignments, so literally attending my classes is not of much use. So please take out time and work on the assignment. It is very important. Because if you have not worked on this question number 2, now if I will explain you will not get, you will not understand actually like what is this, that is a special thing about this. But if you have worked on it, and when you will understand it, it will make a far better understanding experience. So this is our country table. Okay.
I guess Tanvir, that will give you an error because that varchar 2 is 10. It should be more than
Yes.
15 or something
Yeah.
like that.
In this question, yeah, we need to increase the varchar because of Afghanistan and United States.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let me keep it 50. I think by mistake we are given it to the 10.
That's it. Good, Tanvir. Actually, we have given less characters. Then we came to know the error as well.
Okay, so this is actually I don't want to confuse you with the data types right now. We'll discuss it after some time. So this is our country table. Okay. This is our country table. Now, what is the question? This is the query. So here the question is asking that execute this query and tell the output. You know why I have given this question? The reason is many times when you're working in project, In few of the projects, they will not give you the requirement document or the FRD or the mapping document, anything, whatever you used to call in your project. So sometimes you don't have that FRD or the requirement document, okay? In those scenarios, your development team will give you a query that, okay, this is the query, from this query, try to understand the requirement. So it is like you are doing the reverse engineering. So, and the same pattern nowadays, the interviewers, they're asking an interview. They will give you a query and they will ask you that, okay, tell me the meaning of this query. Okay. So that is why in the assignments, you will see a few questions will be like this. We'll be sharing the query and then you have to think. Don't run it and then tell this is output. That is of no use. You have to think, you have to analyze on an Excel sheet that what might be the solution for this, okay? So here in this query, which keyword will be executed first? From?
From country.
From.
So engine will search for this country in the database. It will take a copy here. You know this story, right?
Yeah.
After from, select will be executed, right? And then order by. Order by means to sort the result. Order by means to sort the result. You have used case condition here. You are keeping India in bucket number 1. So I have this bucket 1 and this bucket I will place India. Hope it is clear so far. Then I have written else 1. It means apart from India. Now see the beauty of else. Now engine will not search anything here. It will just blindly copy all the things. It will keep it here in the bucket 2, right? You don't have to match the values. Else means all the remaining one. These are the remaining one. It will copy. It will keep it in the bucket number 2. Then you have end. What is the meaning of this end?
Condition close.
Condition is closed here. We don't have any other condition. So that is why whenever you are writing case, you have to put end at the last. Okay. So here you're sorting these buckets in ascending or descending order.
Ascending order.
Ascending order, because after end we have not written anything. I want you guys to do the similar analysis. It's like teach yourself when you're working on the assignment that, okay, first this will be executed, then after this will be executed, like that. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is bucket 1 only. No, I have written else bucket 1. So this will be in bucket 1 only. It means this will be in the same bucket, correct? Got it?
Yes.
Is this clear? Yeah, this is else 1. It means the same bucket. Fine. Now then what we have told, end. So here end, here we have only one bucket, so it doesn't make any sense to sort this bucket. Then you have name. What is the meaning of this name?
We have to
sort the data
by name column in ascending
within
order.
bucket. Yeah.
Ascending
To
order.
sort the data within this
By
bucket
name
1 in
in
ascending
ascending
order, right? Now, so here when you will sort, Afghanistan will be on the top, right? Then China, GHI, yeah, I, then India, then Nepal,
Pakistan,
PQRSTU, then Pakistan will be there.
Sri Lanka,
STURST, Russia, no?
Russia,
then Sri Lanka,
then UK.
United Kingdom, right? Fine, so this will be the order. So now you run this way. This is as per our understanding. So when you will do the analysis, sometime maybe the analysis will be wrong, but do the analysis. Now we will run this query. Okay, now let's check what is the output of engine, and then we will cross verify that whether our understanding was correct or not. So this is the output of your engine. Now please verify. Are you getting the same output what we have done the analysis here?
Yes.
So the output is same. It means our understanding was correct. So sometime in interview, your interviewer can give this kind of question. So see here, nothing new. Have I taught any new concept here? No, same thing. Create bucket one, keep India. Else one means they want to place all other countries in the same bucket. So they are just trying to confuse us. So all other countries in the same bucket. So here net you have bucket one only. Then after that comma name.
But the alternative way to write that query would be, after order by, we can just sort the data by name instead of writing case when India, then one, else one, and
Hello.
He got disconnected, I guess.
hello, Professor, can you hear me?
Lost connectivity, I guess.
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear.
He's not in the call right now. He has to connect again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I was disconnected. Just give me 1 minute, guys, okay? I need to connect this headphone. Give me 2 minutes, I'll be back, okay? Yeah, please go ahead. You were asking some question.
Yeah, Professor. So my question was, could you please share your screen?
Oh, okay, sorry, just stop sharing. Let me share. Yes, please. Which one? You want to share this one or the Excel sheet?
Excel sheet, please.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay. So here, the query, the other alternative way to write this query to get the same data would be we can just order by data by name, right?
Data by name, correct. Actually,
Yeah.
this query is same as order by name ascending. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. But here just we have tried to confuse you that okay, if we are using the same bucket, then how you will execute this query. That's the thing. But you are correct. This is actually select name from country, order by name. Okay, you will
Yeah.
get the same output. So here just I had given the same bucket. I was thinking that if both the buckets are same, so how you would understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question, guys?
So one thing that I concluded from this query was like in the bucket one, when we put India, and then afterwards when we are again putting the rest of the data, so it gets appended and it's not like it will override the India.
No. It will get appended. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Sir, in place of India, if you will write a Pakistan, then Pakistan will come first. After that, it will sort data like India.
No. See. In this query, suppose if I will place in this query, if I will keep here, if I will keep here Pakistan, okay. So here the meaning of this query is we are keeping Pakistan in bucket one, right? So in bucket one, now you have Pakistan, fine. What about the remaining countries where you are keeping those remaining countries?
That will come under that Pakistan.
In this bucket one
below.
only, not under Pakistan, in this bucket one only. So apart from Pakistan, whatever you have, all these countries will be in bucket one only, right? Now net, it is like in bucket one, we have all the countries, right?
Yeah, got it.
Now then you are right, then you have written here comma name. So what is the meaning of this name? What is the meaning of
Sorting
this?
the data which is inside the bucket.
Correct. This name means in this bucket, within this bucket, whatever data you have, you please sort this in ascending order. So now when you will sort this in ascending order, all the records will be sorted in ascending order. It means Afghanistan will be on the top, then China, then India, and like this. So you will get the same output. Is this clear?
Yeah.
If you want, let me run this query and verify the output here. This is the query. See, this is the output. You see, same output. Afghanistan is on the top, then China, then India. So this is in ascending order. Is this clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Any other question?
Can you explain first question a bit?
Question number one.
Okay.
Okay. Hope this is clear to everyone. Right?
Yes, Professor. It's clear.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Write a query to display India at top in all the countries in ascending order. I think. Oh, without hard coding. That is why you are asking, right? Because I think we have covered this in the previous class. I think because of this assessment without hard coding, you guys might be thinking how to solve this. Okay. So same country table we have here. Now the question is, I want to keep India at top and all other countries in ascending order. So I think we started this order by the same question. But here the twist is, you don't have to hard code anything. I will tell you the meaning of this, don't worry. First of all, let's solve this question. So here, select name from country. Okay. Order by. You want to keep India on the top, right? For the time being, ignore this condition. Okay, for the time being, forget about line number 54. Suppose it is not there. And the question is, you have to keep India on the top and all other countries in ascending order. Okay, suppose this is the question. Then how you will solve it? Tell me.
Yes, we are using condition India.
It's
Not the element of okay.
When name is equal to India, then
India in bucket 1 and rest of in other bucket.
this is what you will do, right? Then you will give common name. It means you are keeping India in bucket 1 and all other countries in bucket 2. Then you are telling engine to sort the data within each bucket in ascending order, right? So you all agree with this query? I think we started our case assessment with an order by with this example only, right? Let's check the output. So do you think this output is as per the question, as per the requirement of the question? India is on the top and all other countries are in ascending order, right? Hope it is clear to everyone. Hope this query is clear, no?
yeah, clear.
Yes.
We have already discussed this in the previous class, I believe, right? This is the output, but we got the output. That is, and this output is correct. But the problem with this query is here we have written 1, okay, and it means we have hard coded. Means if you're writing some value which is not mentioned in the question, so it is considered as hard coding. Here we have written 1, so we have hard coded a value which is not allowed. Here it is 2, again we have hard coded. So now if you see in this question, they are telling without hard coding any integer, number, alphabet, you don't have to hard code anything. So if I will show this output that yes, I have written this query, this is the query and this is the output. So output is correct. But in this query, we have hard coded 1 and 2, which is not allowed as per this question, because in this question it is clearly mentioned without hard coding any integer. We don't have to hard code any integer. So we have hard coded here 1 and 2. So that's why here this hard coding is not allowed. So that's why this query is incorrect. So first of all, is this question, the requirement is clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tanvir, you mentioned like other than country name. So we can use country name. That's
Sorry. Actually, the meaning of hard coding is in your query, because down the line at many places you will see that we will be using this hard coding word, hard coding term. The meaning of hard coding is in your query, you should not use any data, any number, any integer, nothing. Even this India is hard coded here. I have given a value here. This is not allowed. That is the meaning of hard coding. In your query, you must not use any data on the table or any other values. That is not allowed. Then you will tell that why you have used India here. It is because in the question they mentioned about India, then this will not be considered as a hard code. Okay. So here they are telling, I don't want this 1 and 2. Okay, you have to solve without using this 1 and 2. Is this clear?
Yes.
Hope the requirement is clear. Fine.
Yes.
So I thought, okay, fine, I don't have to use 1 and 2. And so far we have studied that we can create buckets and then we can sort the buckets and then we can solve data within each bucket. But here, if we cannot use 1 and 2, then how I can assign bucket, right? That is the challenge here. Then I thought, okay, fine, let's do one thing. In this query, okay, let me tell you one thing. Although I have explained this in the last class, but still, if I will remove this else part, then what is the meaning of this query?
It's the same.
What is the meaning of this query?
So basically, we are sorting the data and we are placing India on the top, and else if you don't give any number, so it comes in the like a rest, like the dump, like different bucket.
Okay.
In bucket 1, only India will be getting.
Okay.
By default, it's like 2.
Dummy bucket. The remaining
Okay.
countries
So,
will be the dummy bucket and will be sorted after India.
Okay. So here the meaning of this query is we are telling SQL engine to place India in bucket 1, and for the remaining countries I have not mentioned anything. So by default, engine has that intelligence that the remaining countries I have to place in some dummy bucket, say 2. So engine has that intelligence. Okay. So here India will be placed in bucket 1 and the remaining countries apart from India in some dummy bucket. Maybe that can be 2, 3, 4, any other bucket. Hope it is clear. Hope the meaning of this query is clear. Okay.
Tanvir, when I executed this query, the India is coming downside. In a
Why
descending
India
order.
is the concept? Why? Why? You see, let's analyze this. Although we have discussed this in the previous class, but let's analyze this again. So this is the query, right? This is the query. So here in this query, you are keeping India in which bucket? Bucket 1. Is this clear?
Yes, clear.
We are keeping India in bucket 1. Have I mentioned anything about the other buckets? Other country?
No, not
No.
mentioned.
So where you will keep the other countries?
Bucket 2.
In some other bucket. That can be bucket 2, bucket 3, bucket 4, any bucket number. Let me take bucket number 10. This is totally the wish of engine. It can assign this to any other bucket. Okay. So far, is this clear?
Yes, clear.
Now you're sorting here these buckets in which order?
Ascending order.
Ascending order. So bucket 1 will be on the top. It means India will be on the top. And this bucket value will be placed after India. Hope it is clear.
Yes, clear. Tanvir, but if we remove the name and if we end the query, it is coming as India's downside.
If you will remove this name you're telling.
Yes, Tanvir.
Okay. You're telling me to remove this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Still, it is in the top only.
Okay,
You
Tanvir.
see, this comma name, what is the significance of this?
It will say it's in like a ascending order.
No.
The
This
content of bucket.
comma name, this comma name means to sort the data within each bucket in ascending order. But still your bucket one will be on the top and this will be after this one. But within this, it will sort this in ascending order. But it doesn't mean India will be shuffled here. No, India will stay on top of it.
Okay, understood,
Is
Tanvir.
this clear? Okay.
Yes, Tanvir.
So we have executed this query and still we will get India on the top. So I have shown you that, right? Hope it is clear to everyone.
It's clear.
India is on the top and all other countries are in ascending order. And I use this query.
Well, the behavior is different in SQL Server. Is it a SQL Server?
I've explained that in the last class that SQL Server, when you will download, it is a open source, it is a free version. So when you will download it, by default, it is case insensitive. Okay, they have made it like that. If you will download the free
Tanvir, like
version,
previously, I was seen in that
become-
my MySQL server.
let me
It is coming
complete.
in the downside India. I'm executing that query.
Let me complete. So Microsoft SQL Server, if you're downloading the free version, so it is case insensitive. I'm not sure why the Microsoft team, they have made it case insensitive, the free version. But if you're working on the licensed version, if you have in your project, in your official laptop, it will behave the same manner what I'm teaching. So net, it is case sensitive. Okay, so don't get confused with that. That in SQL Server it is not case sensitive, not case sensitive. SQL is case sensitive with data. You use any platform. Okay. So that is clear.
Tanvir, one quick question.
No, 1 minute. Oh, hold on. Before that, someone was asking a question about MySQL. Yeah, please go ahead. What you're asking?
Yeah, Tanvir, before that I executed, like I'm executing the query in the MySQL. It's showing the
Oh.
India in the downside, same query.
Do one thing. You share the query with the output screenshot on my WhatsApp personal window. We'll look into that.
Okay, Tanvir.
Next question.
Tanvir, in some of the queries, you are not ending with semicolon, but still it is giving.
Okay, actually, we should give here semicolon. This is a good practice. What happens now in some of the database, even if you will not give semicolon, it will work. In some of the database, this is mandatory. Okay, so don't get confused. Good catch. We should write always semicolon at the last. Okay, so make it a habit of always giving semicolon at the last.
Thank
okay. No problem. Good catch. Any other question? Okay, now coming back to our original question. So here the question was, we don't have to hard code any value. I have written this query for the output India on the top and all other countries in ascending order. But here we have hard coded 1, right? Now same query. I will remove 1. And now I will run this query. Observe the output. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. Are you getting the same output?
Yes.
This is the query. And this is the output. Just tell me one thing. Do you agree Are you convinced that yes, Tanvir, this is the output we are looking for as per the question? Don't look at this query, ignore it. Are you convinced with this output?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this was the question. We want to display India on top. India is at top. And all other countries in ascending order. So all the other countries are in ascending order, right? Now, have I hard coded anything here?
No.
I think yes.
See, we have not hard coded any background noise is there. Thank you. Here, the question is you should not hard code any integer. Do you think here I have put any integer? No. No number should be there. I have not put any number here. Alphabet, there is no alphabet here, no string. Nothing is there, right? And how this query is working? Any idea?
Space is also a value, right?
Good. See, in all the previous examples, you have seen that we are keeping this country in certain buckets, bucket one, bucket two, or something like that, right? In the last class, I have shown you that I have used bucket 100, bucket 1 million, all those things were working. Here, what I have done, I am telling SQL engine that I want to place India in a bucket whose value is space. Here we have a space. So India will be kept in a bucket whose value is a space. Okay. And all of the remaining countries in other bucket. Now the same thing, it will keep India on the top and all of the countries in ascending order. So here we have not hard coded anything, but even then we got this output. Is this clear?
I have a
Is this
doubt.
clear? Yes.
Like India is fall into the space bucket, right? And the rest of the country fall into the dummy bucket. So how it
Correct.
compare like space bucket and dummy bucket to
That
come India in first and rest of the second?
that I will teach you after this. Then again, I will come to this question. Okay. But net, this is the query. We got this output. Okay. I will come to this. I will explain you that part. Hope it is clear. Is this clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have any other question from assignment?
So
One,
like,
2, 3. 3 is also over. 3 is over. Yeah, tell me what to tell me.
so like in the same question, the requirement is that we need India in the bottom. So what will be the query?
We need India at the bottom. Then you have to use else. Okay. And then I will come to that. Okay. Because actually, this question I should give you once I have covered ASCII. I have not covered ASCII. So I will cover ASCII now. Then again, I will discuss this question number 1. Okay. So any other question from this assignment? I think we have discussed most of the
Question number
questions, right?
6.
India at the top and all other countries sorted in ascending order without using else keyword. So this we have solved now.
Yes.
This we have solved now. If you see this query. So here I have not used else keyword, right? India is on the top. If you run this query, you will see India is on the top. Let me run this top. So India is on the top. All other countries in ascending order.
Yes, Professor.
And in this query, I have not used any else keyword, right? Is this clear?
Yes.
Hope we have discussed this and it should be clear. Now I will, so we are done with the assignment discussion. So I want to show you a few more examples based on the order by, and then we'll start the next topic. Create table input. Okay, so I have this input table, and these are the values in this table. Okay, and I am running this query here. Select a star from input ordered by val. I'm not asking the output of this query. I'm just asking the meaning of this query. What is the meaning? Explain this. So the meaning of this query is we want to sort the data in ascending order of value column, right? Correct?
Yep.
So let me run this query and check the output. This is the output. Now listen very carefully here, because the same concept we will discuss in joins as well when I will teach you joins. So here I have told engine to sort this data in ascending order, right? So to a certain extent, I am convinced that, okay, fine, 1 is on the top, then we have 9. But why this A and after that this Z we have, and then lowercase a here? Why? Right? Why this lowercase a is present after Z? Or maybe you can ask that this lowercase a should be present after 9, right? Or why this lowercase z is after this a? Okay.
It's because of ASCII values.
Correct. So see, actually, when we are sorting this data, okay, so there is a concept of ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay. So when you are telling SQL engine to sort any data, any column, any value, anything, so actually what happens, your engine, first of all, it derives the ASCII value. And ASCII is nothing but, in the layman term, if you will ask me, it is like a code. A code has been assigned, like this lowercase a, the code value is 97. And even if you run this on your machine, you will get the same output, 97. This is constant. So if you will check for uppercase a, what is the value? 65, so 65. Similarly, if you will check for uppercase z, so all these have a fixed value. You see what is the value of this? 90. Okay. So now lowercase z, what is the value? 122. Similarly, 1. What is the value of 1? 49. What is the value of 9?
But 1 and 9 are not
87.
Tanvir. Should we still give them in quotes?
No, no, no. Each and every character, number, integer, special character, they all have ASCII value. Let me show you for at the rate. This is special character, right?
Yeah.
Check. For this as well, you have ASCII value 64. Now check for the space. Right now I have used the space in the query, right? Check the value of this. 32. So they all have a fixed value. Is this clear first of all? Okay. So each and every number, character, a special character, they have a fixed value. And for us, we are thinking engine is sorting this, or maybe if you take the example of this countries, we're thinking it is sorting this, but no, it is checking the ASCII value and then it is sorting based on the ASCII value. Now you are asking here engine to sort in ascending order, right? So in ascending order, which number will come first? Have I asked any tough question?
49.
49, it means 1, right? That is the 1 will be on top. Then after 49, 57, it means 9, right? After 57, 65,
65,
it means
capital A.
uppercase A. Then 90, uppercase A. Then 97, lowercase a. 122, lowercase a. Now check the output. So you have first of all 1, 1, 9, 9, uppercase A, uppercase Z, uppercase A, uppercase Z, then lowercase a, lowercase Z, lowercase a, lowercase Z. Hope it is clear.
Yes, Tanvir.
So net, all the numbers will be on top, then all the uppercase, then all the lowercase. Now, okay, first of all, is this clear? Now, in this country table, okay, in this country table, I'm inserting one more record, India, with I in lowercase, okay. Now here I'm telling select star from country order by name. So here, which country will be displayed in the bottom?
Small case India.
But order by name, it means United Kingdom should be at the last, no? Why you are telling lowercase I, India? Why?
Due to
Because
its
the ASCII
ASCII
value.
value.
Because the ASCII value of lowercase are higher than the uppercase. That's why India will be at the bottom. Let's check it. To the bottom. Hope it is clear. Is this clear, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Any question? No? If you don't have any questions, so we are done with order by and case. So I don't think, yeah.
So it is India and Indonesia for the same
Uh-huh.
markets we are taking. So India,
Uh-huh.
the I is the same value for the first character.
Uh-huh.
Then second character also same again. So D also same. Then we are taking the fourth character as ASCII value.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
It will check the first character, it is same. Next character is also same. Third character is also same. Then it will check the fourth character. It is I, it is O. So here it will take decision. And I think we have covered this when I was giving you the first name, last name. Raj
Yeah, so
Kishore,
basically you told that
Suraj
the system would show by default, but it's not by default. It goes by ASCII value is what you're saying.
Right, yes.
Okay, got it.
Tanvir, one question. Like I think in this case it will compare character by character, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes,
First.
yes.
Okay.
It always checks the first character of each and every string. And based on that, it takes decision. If the first character is not sufficient enough to take decision, then it will check the second character. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. In the first assignment question, would you be discussing that, or like that like for the blank, maybe ASCII value is less, but let's say in the else condition, what value it will assign?
Okay. This question you're telling, no?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So here, this is like a white space I have taken. So now for this, is ASCII value 32, correct? Fine.
Yes.
Now here if I write else, okay. Tell me any value. Tell me any value.
2.
2. So what is the ASCII value of 2? Let's check here. ASCII value of 1 is 49, so for 2 it will be 50. Let me show this. $50. So here India will be in the bucket with value 32, right? And all other countries will be in the bucket with value 50. So now when you will execute this, India will be on the top. Inconsistent types, expected character got. Okay. Mix your types. Now say India is on the top. All other countries are in ascending order. Okay.
Yes.
Is this clear?
In this case, except this, a bracket with a kind of a, a space. Any other thing which maybe ASCII value is less, in that case, how it will happen?
You can give any other values as well. But if you give any other value, A, B, C, D, or whatever it may be, or let's do one thing. Let me give you one other example. Then I will come to this. Okay. Tell me one thing, guys. Here, the same query done here. I want you all to think first of all over this. Then tell me what will be the output of this.
India will be at the top. and the rest of the countries. India basically with the in capital this, as you mentioned in the IND, like that will be at top and the
Let
other
me
values.
do. Let me remove this India. Okay, this will create confusion. So let me remove this. And now, if I will execute this query, what will be the output?
India will be at the top.
Okay. Any other
What if
Um,
if we give the small lowercase a
For
in the
this,
place of uppercase
for,
a, and
for this, first of all, tell me what will be the output for this scenario, line number
India
73
will be on
72.
the top. India will be on the top.
Okay. Any other thought?
India will be on top because capital A ASCII value is 65 and the small case A it's
yeah.
97 something.
So is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 Yep.
Let me explain this. That's good. You all have understood. So let's explain this. This is our country table, right? You see, if you have understood one concept, same you can replicate for everything. Here we are telling India to keep in bucket. Which bucket?
Capital
Bucket
A.
A. Okay. So here you are keeping India. All the other countries in lower case.
Small.
Means all these things will be in the lower case. Now, in which order you are asking India to sort the bucket here?
Ascending.
Ascending order. So bucket A will be on top or bucket with lower case a?
Bucket capital A.
So here engine will convert the ASCII of capital A, right? So this capital A ASCII is 65 and lowercase a ASCII is 97. So actually this is bucket A, or you can tell bucket 65 and this is bucket 97. So in an ascending order, first of all, you will keep bucket 65 and then you will keep bucket 97. Now India is at the top. Then you have written name here. The meaning of this name is within each bucket, sort the data in ascending order. So then this bucket 65 have only India. This bucket 97, all this will be sorted in ascending order. You will get India on the top, all the countries after that. Okay. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
India is on the top, all other countries in ascending order. I think someone has asked this question today when I started the session. So this is your answer. Now here, what I'm explaining here. So yeah, I was telling you something and I forgot what I was telling. Any question do you have, guys? Anyone?
How we can remember ASCII values?
No, you don't have to remember ASCII value. Who told? No need to remember it. Just if you want, just remember one thing. All the uppercase has lower ASCII as compared to lowercase. That's all. No one will ask you a question that tell me the ASCII of A, B, C, D. No. Just if you want, you remember this. All the uppercase has lower ASCII as compared to lowercase. It is opposite actually.
But Tanvir, in this case, we are deliberately trying to, since we want India at the top for the query, we are trying to, give the ASCII, the character which is have a lesser ASCII values, right? That is what we are trying to.
In this example, you are telling?
Yes.
So here I agree. Actually, here the thing is, no, what we are testing from this. The reason is we are just testing because here we have. I have not used else part, if you remember, right? I
Yes.
have not used else part. I have just executed this query. Okay. So actually, from this question, we are testing you that first of all, do you know this concept that sorting happens based on the ASCII value? This is the first thing we are testing. Then second thing, what we are testing from this question is, we are testing you that do you know that the special characters also have ASCII value? That is the main intention of this question. So if you know that concept that the special character also have ASCII value, so you will think that okay, blank space, white space, that also have some ASCII value. But here in this question, I have never told you what is the ASCII value of this one, right? Whatever the ASCII value may be, you're keeping India in that bucket, and automatically all the remaining countries will be in some other bucket. So India will be at the top. That is what we are testing from this question.
But still we are hard
Yes.
coding this now.
We are hard coding this
Not integer
space,
number and string.
but this
yes,
is not integer, neither number. That is what explicitly I have mentioned here.
Okay.
Integer, number, and all those things. Okay.
Tanvir, one question. Let's say we have not given the else part in that query, what you're showing, like,
Which
so
query?
in that, this one, yeah, in this query, since else part is not given, so
this
in
one?
else, yes, this one.
Okay.
Since we have not given the else part, my understanding is just to understand, like, is it correct or not? Like, in else part, like, it will give a character which have a following ASCII value of this blank space.
Else part always takes that dummy bucket which is having the higher ASCII value.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Hope it is clear.
Yes, thank you.
And what about that space that you've given? How the system will consider it? Is there any value for that?
Oh, this is space.
Yeah.
Oh, so this has ASCII value, no? You see, this has ASCII value. I think I have mentioned somewhere. This has ASCII value of 32. So here India will be placed in the bucket 32. Okay.
Tanvir, what if in your question, if you would have mentioned that even you should not use the spaces, is there a way like we can sort the countries India first?
I don't think so, because you have to keep it in buckets, right? Even if the spaces you cannot use, so it means you cannot customize your sorting, right? Because here, if you want to keep India on top, you have to customize your sorting, right? Then that is the another way. You have to use the row number concept. Okay, in window function. Sorry.
So there is another way, right? Like as you said.
But again, if you will use row number, no, again there we have to hard code only. We have used order by case, and then again in that we have to hard code, and all these things will happen. Okay, but overall we have to hard code.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one
Maybe
more
if
question.
you can find some solution, that is fine. But currently I don't have any solution where we cannot hard code. Maybe there might be some solution if you can think of that. Do share. But currently it is not coming. Yeah.
Maybe kind of out of scope. Like, let's say if in this question, other than country name, that is not mentioned, like without hard coding even the country name, is there any way to solve that? Like any other approach?
Without hard coding the country name, I don't think so. Because you
Okay.
have to tell them which country you
I
want
have
to
the
use
same
now.
question.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I had the same
You have
question.
to tell what you want, which country you want, right? So
Uh,
that's
Tanvir,
good thought. You should think in all those perspectives. Yeah.
I have a silly question. Like if we give that double space, how the engine will take?
This one?
Yes.
See, like if you remember in the characters when I have given A, B, A, or A, B, C like that, right? How it is working. So similarly, when you will give double space, it will form the ASCII of it. Like
So
you
32,
see,
32.
One minute. If I am giving here AA or ABC like that, right? So how it works, it checks the ASCII of A. 1 minute, let me show this. Here in this query, this one. If I will write uppercase A, what is the ASCII of this? Let me check. 73. Okay. Now same thing. If I will write IN, this one. So now what is ASCII? Still 73. Why? Because here when you're asking the ASCII of this, it is considering the first character. Okay. Now you will be thinking that, but here you told that it compares the next I, then N and all those things. But here the comparison is happening. So that is why engine will check the next character and all those things. Similarly, if you will use double space here, you see if you write here on the same line, this is a space. I think it was 32, no?
Yes.
32. Now I'm giving you one more space. It's still 32, right? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Exactly based on
So
this
no matter
concept.
how many spaces that you give, it
Yeah.
still considers
Yeah,
32,
yeah.
right?
It still considers that only.
Clear.
Okay. Although I am sure in your interview they will not ask in this much in depth. Okay, but if you understood all those things, it is perfect. Okay, so we are done with 1 minute. Is the sheet.
Sir,
So,
if sorry to disturb you, if we need India in the bottom, then we need to keep a higher ASCII value than else, no?
India at the bottom, so higher ASCII value, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you might have missed the starting classes. So you have to give like this, then 2, and then else 1. So it means India will be in the bucket 2, else 1. All other countries will be in bucket 1. So now India will be at the bottom. Check it. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Hope it is clear.
Yeah.
And those who have joined today or day before yesterday or yesterday, I will request them to please go through the recording of first 2-3 classes which we have taken. Okay, we will will share the recording. Okay.
Okay.
So net, so far we have covered upper and lower case, and hope you have understood this. Then the second class we have discussed order by without case, and if you have 1 column or 2 column, how order by works. And then we have discussed case statement in order by, and today we have discussed the assignment questions, and then I have shown you that ASCII, that is the main thing how your engine sorts the data, but you don't have to remember the ASCII value. That is not required. That's all for today. So tomorrow I will teach you where condition, that in where filter if I'm using AND operator or operator, multiple operators, how it works. So that's all for today, guys. A quick feedback, okay, for 1 or 2 volunteers only. How you're finding the session? Is it like we're going more in depth? It is difficult to understand how it is.
We feel it is very clear.
Exactly, Professor. So whatever you're explaining is like very clear. So basically you're explaining the logic behind everything. It's not like you're just going with the flow.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think it is a great session because we are trying to understand how actually the engine works. So it will, in a way, it will help when we write the complex query later on. Like it will really help a
Yes.
lot in that way. So
Yeah, so literally you're trying to explain, what is the logic behind each and every query that we give, so we can think in that way while while writing a query.
Okay, that's good. Any non-technical background student who wants to share the feedback?
I'm a non-technical background student.
I'm also.
Okay.
It was a good sessions we had so far, and also I'm just requesting you to increase a bit pace. Almost.
I agree. I agree. Yes, we will increase it because it is just the starting classes now. So
Yeah.
that's why. But of course, yeah, we will increase the pace. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question, Professor. Is there any way that you can share the curriculum of your course?
I think
Like
we
what?
have shared, but I will share again in the target group. You all are there in the
Yeah.
target group? I will share
Yeah.
it.
Could you please share it again?
Yeah, sure. I will share it.
Yeah, thank you.
Also,
Okay.
I have a question about the ASCII values. In the real time, how frequently we are using these things?
No, we are not using ASCII value very frequently. Just this is the first time I have shown you. Then we will discuss this when I will teach you joins. That's all. Then ASCII is not required. And even in order by, you might see in the like in Google, if you search order by in SQL, I don't think they will mention you about the ASCII concept. Okay.
I did not see any.
Why I told you here, because you should know internally how the engine sorts the data, right? And maybe they can ask this question in the interview that if I have uppercase A, lowercase a here, like this example, how it will behave, right? So this only that candidate will answer to understand that, oh, it works internally based on ASCII. It will convert A to the ASCII value, lowercase a to the ASCII value. That is why you should know this. Apart from that, I'm not telling you to learn ASCII, to remember ASCII. No, just understand this that okay, internally, engine converts the values in ASCII, then it sorts it. That's all. The story over. Then when I will come to that joins, when I will teach you joins after 2 weeks, I think, then you will see again the ASCII there. That's all. Okay.
It would be helpful before we are getting to with the joins. But yeah, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So fine then, guys, we will connect tomorrow. And today I will not share any assignment because we have discussed the assignment only. So tomorrow I will teach you some new concepts. Then on top of that, we'll share some assignment questions too. So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good day.